I'm joined by Magnus Carlsen. He's just defeated Gukesh in the first of their two games. Magnus, you were telling me the last interviews that you didn't seem too satisfied with your play, but I would say you played very well today. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I felt really good before the game. I was in a fighting mood for sure, and thus I was really happy with his choice of opening, going to bishop f4. I thought, well, how can I get my setups here? And so I decided to play this move b6 because, well, I didn't know any theory, but I realized that the only way to try and punish it is knight c3, bishop b7, and I thought, let's go from there. It doesn't intuitively, it doesn't look too. It doesn't look too bad, and certainly very playable. Then he made this decision to go for the endgame, which I think was quite all right. But I was pretty happy with that as well, since there was certainly some imbalance in the position, and it didn't feel like I was in any particular danger. I think later on he probably made a decent choice, trying to exchange pieces. I also thought he could have played more enterprisingly there, but I thought I was still fine. Then yeah, when he started to exchange, I think that was correct. Probably he should have not gone into the rook ending. He should have gone knight f5 and knight d6. It looked like a draw to me. But I think even the rook ending, of course, it has to be a draw, but it gets more and more difficult. And
there was a key moment I wanted to ask you about in the rook ending. After a takes b5, a takes b5, there's a moment when instead of rook a2, which may have been the decisive mistake, computer was suggesting c4, which on the paper looks bad because you check on g3 and you win the pawn, but it seems to hold that endgame with the rook on b3 afterwards. Did you see that idea, or did you just...
Yeah, I thought it was his best chance because I'd seen rook a2, rook g5, which I was really happy with, keeping everything together and keeping him passive, and I thought then I would win. And I thought c4, yeah, it was the only chance, and it didn't really interest me at that point whether it was a win or a draw. I only knew that there were chances, and I didn't see that I could do anything differently before to prevent it. So I was just making the moves that I thought were logical, and yeah, if he finds a lot of precise moves, then probably it's a draw. If it doesn't,
after your last match with Ivanchuk, can you imagine yourself on the board with that age in competitive tournaments?
I can no. I mean, I don't. It's hard for me to see a world where I don't want to play at all. Whether that just be casually online or tournament here and there, I don't know. But I think I'll be playing some chess. Whether I'll be playing in the World Cup, that would be extremely unlikely.